What's your name?
Raymond.
How old are you, Raymond?
9.
9 years old?
Yes.
Are you in school?
Yes.
What grade are you in?
2nd.
The mature thing for me to do is to not blame others for any of my problems, to take responsibility for my own life, and to finally accept that the weight of the past hinders me from moving forward. What's frustrating is that although my mind understands this, for some reason my heart is too stunted for me to escape its grip. Every shortcoming I have in the present day is both a result, and reminder, of the emotional depravity of the past. It's a cycle that I can't find a way out of. Mom, I just wish you wanted to be around me more. I just wish you would want to sit next to me and watch a movie, not as a chore, but because you wanted to. I wish I could rely on you for comfort when I was in pain. I wish I could go to you for safety when I was in danger. I wish that no matter how rejected I felt with strangers, that I could always count on your acceptance and your warm embrace when I got home. I wish you took an interest in me, how I was feeling, what I was into, what my hopes and dreams were, and what I was thinking. I wish you would have looked for me when I wasn't around, rather than me sitting alone in the dark. I wish it didn't feel like a bother when I sought your support during hard times. I wish that we were closer and that there was no doubt in my mind that the real reason I was in your life was because I was your son and you loved me, rather than a mere legal obligation to take care of me. I wanted to feel. I wanted you to tell me that I was good. I wanted reassurance that I was fairly competent or even talented. I wanted you to encourage me to find happiness, to wander without fear, and to convince me that I was worthy of someone's love. Mom, I don't like myself. I don't believe in myself. I don't feel smart enough to succeed, tough enough to fight, or charming enough for anyone to like me. I don't have the confidence. I'm not optimistic. I've lost hope. With people, I feel inept. I worry I will embarrass myself. I worry that I will get into conflict. I worry that I will disappoint them. So I isolated myself from them, in the same way I isolated myself from my family. I skipped school every day to avoid being teased and, ironically, to avoid feeling ignored and left out. When I got home, I stayed in my room, for the same reasons. And what I realized is that self-inflicted isolation doesn't counter loneliness at all. In fact, I developed an even greater desperation. Desperation, what a repulsive character trait. I was completely obsessed with what other people thought of me. Nothing consumed me more than wanting to be liked and accepted. It defined me. And all that came from that was either A, repel people away even further, or B, encourage them to take advantage of me. I allowed myself to get hurt by strangers. And for that, I blamed myself. My social inadequacies were my own fault and I started to hate myself for it. I wish I was articulate to clearly convey how I felt, but at the time, I was too confused. Nothing I said ever really got the point across. It felt like you didn't know me. I wish that somehow you knew how lonely and unwanted your son has always felt in your presence. I wish you knew how rejected he felt when he was away in school. I wish you knew how sad he was in the other room when you were watching soap operas. I wish you knew how he was obsessed in trying to figure out what seemed to be so inherently wrong with him. I wish you knew he cried in himself to sleep sometimes. I wish you knew what he dreamt of at night. I just wish you really knew me. I don't give a fuck about money. I can't recall anybody at their deathbed wishing they could have spent more time paying bills. That's not what's important. Our memories are. I wish you understood that, but maybe the anger and vitriol in my voice negated the point I was trying to get across. Sometimes I wonder if the fear of being evicted consumed you so much that paying the rent became your only priority in life. That was too low of an expectation in life for me. I was consumed by love and happiness. But I could never reach it. So whenever I felt the need for comfort, I spent money on food instead. When I needed to relax, I spent money on beer. And when I needed to feel a warm embrace, I spent my last $20 bill on a bottle of liquor. Eventually, I stopped doing that. Instead, whenever I felt the need to feel happy and confident, I'd spend half my paycheck cocaine instead. I was well aware these were all temporary solutions. But it's that or nothing. Mom, I now understand why I became cynical, hateful, and especially mean towards you. I always felt guilty for yelling at you because I didn't know why I would snap. I had no patience with you, but I had patience with other people. I don't say this to gain pity. I have no intent to be melodramatic when I say that I lived a sad, lonely, miserable fucking life and it was all under your nose. I needed your help and you weren't there for me. I wasn't listened to. I was dismissed. My feelings held zero value. My cries for help were ignored. Why? Is it because you thought my problems would fix themselves? Is it because you didn't really love me? Did you think I no longer needed a mother once Michelle was born? I was only 1 year and 8 days old. Was it because I grew up to look like my father? Or was it because you weren't given any love either as a child? Why? Mom, why did you leave me alone? I know you can't answer. I don't expect you to. Before you stands a 42-year-old fat and depressed addict who keeps to himself. But inside lies a 7-year-old boy with arms reaching up for his mother, to hold him tight and reassure him everything is going to be alright. But she's not picking him up. She doesn't beat him or scold him. Instead, she looks away with a cold indifference as if she can't hear him. Eventually, he walks away, and turns that rejection inward wondering what he did wrong.